The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, says the electoral body has concluded a policy on diaspora voting. Professor Yakubu stated this during a presentation at Chatham House in London on the topic Nigeria's 2023 elections preparations and priorities for electoral integrity and inclusion. He expressed hope that the legal obstacles preventing foreign-based Nigerians from voting will be cleared eventually. He noted that the federal government had in 2017 put the number of Nigerians in the diaspora at 17 million, but more citizens have since left. The INEC chairman spoke on the commission's progress as they prepare for the month's general elections.
With every election for the last 3 electoral cycles, we also make provision for the possibility of a presidential runoff in case it happens. If it happens, then we'll have no issues. And this year is no exception. Fortunately, the time frame has also been extended. The 4th alteration to the Constitution has extended it by 2 more weeks, so it's now 3 weeks instead of the 1 week we had before. We decided in one of the elections to change the configuration of the polling units by bringing the ballot papers closer to the ballot boxes. The voting cubicles, the ballot box close to the voting cubicles, in order to curtail the distance that they travel between the time they make their choice in the cubicles to the point they drop the ballot papers in the ballot boxes. We thought we were making some progress. But another election followed a few months later that year, off-season governorship elections. Then we learned that they were using their smartphones. So instead of exposing the ballot paper, all you need to do is to go in with a smartphone, snap the marked ballot paper, and then go and do whatever you wish to do later. We then banned the use of not only mobile phones, but even photographic devices in the voting cubicles.
The APC has taken its presidential campaign rally to Kwara State, where party supporters gathered to show solidarity for the presidential candidate of the party. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu assured the crowd of his desire to make Nigeria great again if elected. Olawakon has detail.
The presidential candidate of the APC arrives at the Ilorin International Airport in Kwara State. The campaign began right from the airport as Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, his running mate Senator Kashim Shettima, national chairman of the party, and other APC chieftains climbed the campaign truck. The crowd of supporters lined the streets to welcome the APC team. Asiwaju Tinubu makes his way in a grand style into the stadium full of party supporters. It is a carnival-like campaign rally. The governor of Kwara State and others appealed to the crowd to vote for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu for him to be able to consolidate on the progress of the All Progressives Congress in the country.
I urge you to continue to support us. Support the party of Asiwaju Tinubu. It's giving us the confidence we need to move forward. We pray, we hope that this will be translated to real votes. Thank you.
The presidential flag bearer of the ruling party commended the crowd for coming out in large numbers to show support for the party. He urged them to translate their huge presence to vote at the polls.
Today we are just celebrating freedom. We are reassessing and reasserting our freedom in a democracy.
The teaming supporters cheered Asiwaju Tinubu up as he made his way out of the stadium to the palace of the Emir of Ilorin. The monarch and other traditional rulers received the APC presidential candidate who holds a traditional title of the Meyaki of Ilorin. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu thanked them for their support. He assured the traditional rulers of a better Nigeria under his administration if elected.
Yeah, it's nothing I come for except your blessing and your prayer. You are a lucky, very lucky man. May Allah grant you long life. And keep you in good health.
Inshallah, we come and celebrate with you on your victory in the election coming.
This is considered as another satisfactory campaign rally, and the massive crowd has shown again that the presidential candidate of the APC is loved by the people of the state, and the party expects that the numbers will reflect on the ballot for the ruling party next month. Ola Awakon, TVC News, Ilorin.
The People's Democratic Party in Ekiti State says that they are not bothered by the antics of former Governor Ayodele Fayose in frustrating the party ahead of the rally scheduled in Ado-Ekiti. Some leaders of the party stated this at the presidential campaign led by its candidate Atiku Abubakar and other members of the PDP. Ayomide Ajegbe has details.
Earlier in the day, some widows gathered in solidarity with the PDP presidential candidate, where some leaders of the party charged the members to look beyond the current setbacks and use their PVC to make a statement.
The party leadership is also doing everything possible to make sure that we bring everybody together, because it is understood that nobody, no section can do it all alone.
You know as well, Nigerians, we like late rushing hours, but due to the complications and everything we do with the PDP, to make sure people get their voters card, because presently the voters card is a voice. It's the only power we have to change the world.
The mega rally of the party started off on an uncertain note with a handful of party supporters at the Ekiti Paraport Pavilion, which was attributed to a strange scarcity of transport workers, which some says is another trick off the sleeve of the former governor of the state, Ayodele Fayose, a situation some leaders of the party says does not bother them.
Governor Fayose is living his own life and is following his own understanding of how things should be done. If you have people who think things should be done differently, then do it differently and let the world see.
It's their business, because if you carry the flag of the party, your picture or your name will not be on the ballot. If the ballot is for the party, and if you are not supporting the party, it's up to you.
Gradually, the crowd started trooping, and then the arrival of the PDP presidential candidate, who also started his speech from the initial setback, while appreciating the people, also promised a better life for them if voted in.
They caused an artificial scarcity of petroleum products, so that even if you have your motorcycle, you have your own car, you cannot move, simply so that they don't allow you to come here. But we braved all their challenges. I can assure you that the PDP federal government will make use of the human capital that God has endowed you in Ekiti.
Several dignitaries within and outside the state attending the rally, which includes former and present governors and lawmakers. Notable, however, is that only 2 of the PDP legislative candidates was present at the rally. Ayomide Ajegbe, TVC News, Ado-Ekiti.